Are you sure? Bring the bad circumstances into the path in the post-meditatives, and bring the instance of that which is undesirable onto the path. I have big confusion, this timetable or like this. I would just 2.2, 3.3, 1.1, 1.3, 3.3, 3.3. Do you understand that? Yes. And also the last 2.2, 3.3, is bringing lost into the path. If someone substitutes the great desire, steal all our wealth, or the has it stolen by the others, to dedicate our body, belonging and virtue of the 3 times, to him is the Bodhisattva's practice. And this is the like search in the Bodhisattva practice and the path. And it's a Bodhisattva's path and Buddha's path. It is inconceivable, skillful methods. And everything is bring into the positive. Everything is like bring into the path of the liberation. Here is we talking about the bring lost into the path. Generally, if we lost something, it is difficult to bring into the path. We will become sad, angry, cry, anxiety, so on. More negative emotions is occurring. But according to the Bodhisattva practice, according to the Bodhisattva path, how we come to do it? If someone's due to the great desires, of course someone has under the desires. They cannot control their own desires. They have desire our belongings, our things. And according to their great desires, maybe steal all our wealth and food, clothes, money, and whatever we collect things has stolen by the others. And sometimes we can say, in this perspective, what can we do? But here in the Bodhisattva's path or the Bodhisattva's way, to dedicate our body, belongings and virtues of the 3 times, to whom is the Bodhisattva's practice. This is the Bodhisattva's practice. This is the Bodhisattva's path. And we lost things. Maybe someone stolen our belongings. Or maybe if the stolen our belonging, maybe stolen our like kind of virtues, maybe not virtue, but maybe yes, and maybe also bodies, and whatever someone stolen, and we need to dedicate, and to these 3 things, to the whoever this sentient beings is. For example, we can to say body, maybe it's like a tangible sentient beings, like a kind of murders, like a kind of wild different animals, and like there are many different things maybe destroyed our bodies. Maybe do not need to become angry. As I said, on intangible demons they came, they took like a kind of our life, our body. Maybe this kind of making the cause of the death. And at that moment, maybe we are not become angry. Maybe it is a good. Maybe my body is making the meaningfuls. And this time it is to be ready. Anyway, in the Shantadeva said, one day we are going to lose this body. even we are cherished, even we are taking care very much, but one day, the day Lord of the death arrive, or our exhaustion of the life, and that moment, as much as we cherish, as much as we cling, it doesn't matter, we need to give up. We lost our body. That moment, maybe our body is not much to making the virtue things. And then it's right now, you can to dedicate to the sentient beings, someone's to disturb to the body, or kind of stolen and kind of steal, and we need to dedicate. And the belongings, as I said, food, clothes, any kind of dears. For me, it's most precious, my belonging is the electronic gadgets. And if someone took my old electronic gadgets, I would be very happy. And I need to immediately dedicate, but maybe I can't dedicate, become very angry, and I have very desire attachment to my electronic gadgets. According to desire attachment, according to angers, and maybe I want to do, then it's I'm doing some samsaric things. And then it's according to losing things, it's making the cause of the low rebirth and making the sufferings. But it's good if we follow the Bodhisattvas and practice. We should to dedicate happily to say someone took my belongings. These belongings, these things should to be useful for these persons. And that is the most important. And also the virtues. You know, the virtues is very important to dedicate to the sentient beings. And these virtues normally is very good. But virtues is dedicated virtues, non-dedicated virtues is completely different. They're in the Shantideva books, and it says the example is the water tree and the great fruited trees. For example, some trees is making every year great fruit, but never disappeared. Like kind of water trees, once is making the fruits, but after disappeared. Like this without dedicated virtues. Once is maturated, maybe is give to our happiness, but then this virtues exhaust is finished. And the dedicated virtue, or the enhanced by the dedicated, the virtues are the unexhaustible until we become the enlightenment. It is never ever exhausted. And therefore it is very important whatever we do the virtual things to dedicate. And therefore Longchen Ranjampas, there's three supreme methods. You know, first great methods of the application bodhicitta. In the middle is great supreme methods of the non-conceptualizations. And at the end, great supreme methods of the dedications. And this dedication is very important for the virtues. Of course, any virtues need to enhance by these three supreme methods. But also it's the dedication is more important. If we do like this, then we are on the path of the Bodhisattva practice. Then we need to drink coffee and eat croissants.